Hello everyone, Megan here from Modern Genealogy. Today I'm going to be sharing with you family history in 5 minutes. Yes, you can do some family history in 5 minutes, or about 5 minutes. So today I'm going to show you how to attach record hints and how quick you can do that, and just what things you need to look for before you attach those record hints, and then how to get that all done within 5 minutes. Alright, so when you're logged into FamilySearch, there's this column over here on the right called Recommended Tasks. So this is just on your main homepage on FamilySearch when you're at FamilySearch.org. Okay, so under Recommended Tasks, there are all, if you're a member of the Church of Jesus Christ, I will show you some temple tasks, but we're just going to look at records. Okay, so it will show all of these people that have record hints. So I'm just going to click on the first one here. We are going to take a look at those record hints for this Charles Ikes. I'm not sure how to say his last name. Okay, so before you start looking at these hints, you want to just quickly look over his profile here. Okay, so you see that he was born in Wellesley, Waterloo County, Ontario. He died in Middlesex County, Ontario. Okay, you can scroll down and take a look at his wife's name was Ella Mary Weidenhammer. He had also another wife, Clara Glebe, but there's no marriage date for that, but there are some children there listed. The children were born in 1902, so it looks like this was, the marriage to Ella was a second marriage. You can see the names of his parents, Henry and Mary Catherine, and then he has 15 siblings. Interesting. Okay, so we're just going to look at one of these record hints. So there is a birth record hint. So let's just see if that's for him or for one of his children. Okay, so it's mentioned in the record of Irma Elsie Ikes. So that means that this is for his daughter, Irma. It's her birth record, and it's listing him and his wife, Clara B. Glebe. Let's look back down here. Clara Glebe. Okay, as the parents. Okay, so that looks like it could possibly be for them. We want to take a look at the who, the when, and the where of this. So who, the names of the people in this record do sound the same. The where, the event place is Wellesley, Waterloo, Ontario. That's where he was born, so that they usually lived in similar places. And the when, 1903 is when this child was born. Let's just scroll down and look at those children. There's an Irma Elsie Maria Ikes, born 1903. Okay, so we are going to review and attach that record. And this brings you to the source linker page. Okay, so first we want to just take a look at the image and see what information's on there. Sometimes there's more, well, actually a lot of the time, there's more information on there than is indexed, but this looks like it's just a list of names. So let's find this Ikes. Their last name. Okay, so here it is near the bottom here. Ikes Irma Elsie, female, born December, so it's ditto marks, December 23rd, 1903. CHAS is an abbreviation for Charles, so Charles B. Ikes is her father. Clara B. Glebe. It's Glebe on FamilySearch, so I'm not sure which one's right. Sometimes they use multiple spellings for their names, so don't let that stress you too much. Clara B. Glebe as the mother. Okay, let's actually arrow over. Sometimes there's more information in the next record, and there is. Okay, so she was the second to the last one here. So here it says that it was a farmer. So let's see what that column says. It's probably the occupation, residence and occupation of farmer. Okay, so let's just look at that. So as a farmer, South Clements is the residence. And then it just has the doctor's name. The person who registered it was her father, and it was registered January 2nd, 1903. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and attach that record. So we just need to put a source. So it can just say birth record of daughter, same spouse, and birth date for daughter. Okay, it's also the same location as well. Okay, so we've attached that to the father on the record. Now it can keep that same reason statement there for the wife, because it makes sense still. And then we'll attach it to the daughter, Irma. So we will attach that. We need to change this so it has we just need to put a reason for why we're attaching this record. It has the same birth date and same parents. Okay, we're going to attach that. And now that record is all attached. Okay, so now that we've attached that source, we can look at his sources here, and we can scroll down and see that, let's see, 1903. Okay, we've attached that source for his daughter. Now we can also go to his daughter's page and click on her. Now we have the information that verifies her birth date. We have a source that gives that birth date now. Before, there was no source there. So that is great, okay? We've just verified some information. Looks like there's a lot more record hints that we can attach for Irma. Get her profile all set and verified on FamilySearch. Okay, so that was under 5 minutes to attach that record to Charles. That was pretty easy because it was very straightforward that record was for him and his daughter and his wife. Sometimes it is not very obvious if those record hints actually are for your ancestor. Now, those record hints are not perfect. Just because there's a record hint there doesn't mean that it is for that ancestor. So you have to take a look at it, and you have to analyze it and decide if it is for them or not. So before you attach these sources to your ancestors, these record hints, you want to take a look at the information in them. Okay? Some things to keep in mind are who, when, and where. Okay, this can help you to decide if it actually is for that ancestor. So first, who. Okay, what are the names of the people on that record? Is it the same as what you have in FamilySearch? Are the parents' names the same? Is their name the same? Okay, all of that information you got to keep track of. When. Okay, does the date make sense? Does it match what's in FamilySearch? Is it possible that it could have been at that date? Okay, you got to think about that. If it's a marriage record and their first child was born 10 years before this marriage record and it's the same mother's name, maybe that's not the right record hint. Okay, you need to take a look at it and make sure it makes sense before you just start attaching records. Okay, and then the third thing you need to keep track of is where. Okay, people back then in the 1800s, they did not move around very often. Unless they were immigrating somewhere like from England to the United States, they did not just move 200 miles away. Okay, so you need to take a look at that and make sure that that makes sense. Is the birth location the same as what you have in FamilySearch? Is it nearby? Okay, sometimes the towns, they use different town names depending on what information they were providing. So you can just Google those locations even and see how far apart they are to make sure that that makes sense. Okay, the last thing you need to think about is how likely is this correct? Okay, this one that I attached, it had the father's name, it had the mother's name, and it had the child's name. They were all very close to what was in FamilySearch, and they were very uncommon names. If you are looking at record hints for people named John or Mary, or their last name is something easy like Smith, okay, you need to be very careful when you attach those sources because it's very possible that they are incorrect. You just think about the people that live nearby you. Are there multiple people with your same name? Are there people with the same last name? Okay, it's very possible to attach incorrect records. And once you attach incorrect records, that can lead to people joining relationships together that shouldn't be. Okay, so you need to be really careful when you attach these sources. If you are not sure if they're the correct source, then just don't attach them. So give this a try. Attach one of those record hints on your family's tree in FamilySearch and try it out. If you want more help getting started in FamilySearch, maybe you have the desire to start doing family history, you want to stop feeling the guilt of not doing it, I have a free 5-day Getting Started in FamilySearch challenge. It will be sent right to your email. You can view those videos. You can do it in as little as 5 days, or you can spread that out and take your time as much as you want. Go to moderngenealogy.ca/free challenge to sign up for that. Thanks for watching today. Be sure to like and subscribe this video and share with your friends.